So I have my new little palette, and this is the Mission Modelo watercolor palette. Oops, and you can just see there was a little bit of purple on the bottom of my palette, and now I'm messed on my painting. But there's a way where you can remove it, and the magic eraser is honestly magic. So here you go. This is a small little piece that I cut, and then I have some clean water next to me, and as you can see, I messed on my little painting, so I want to test it. This is the violet from Winsor Newton, and it's a total mess. Did not see that, so I'm going to use my tissue paper. Hopefully I can save it. What a mess. I normally cover it, but I didn't realize there's paint at the bottom of my palette. And I don't want to lift the fibers of these little hairs. You know, there's little fiber pieces in there. And it's the only way you can remove it is either with a brush, lots of scrubbing, and it's not like a color that is easy. It's a staining watercolor. This it will teach me a lesson to put a piece of tissue paper or some of my, I normally put a piece of this transfer paper on there, you know, this let me find it quick. I normally stick one of these over my painting, the transfer paper, but I was going to take some photos, and then I put the box on there and this paint box on there, and it just for some reason had paint at the bottom. So I'm trying to remove at least most of it if I can, and then I will paint something over there. But I talk about this often in my tutorials. I always have this handy because you can remove so many pigments, including staining ones, with this magic eraser. Thank goodness for the person that designed it, or find out about it, or yes, I love it. And any brand will do. I have two different types, so there's still a bit. And then what I suggest you do is wait a few minutes, let it dry, and then go back and just watch your paper. This paper is the Art Hot Press watercolor paper, so I know it can take a little bit of scrubbing, but not too much. So I'm not going to overdo it, but I wanted to show something totally different on my palette than this, and then I realized there was a bit of paint at the bottom of my painting. So it's not 100% gone, but I'm going to leave it for a second to let it dry, and then I'll come back and see. I know someone suggested one day, very long ago when I messed on my paintings, to use some bleach. I haven't tried it, but I suppose if it works for you, then it's fine. I haven't tried it, so it's not 100%, but it's a lot better than what it was. And now I'm just going to dab it to lift out the excess. And wow, quite impressed. I mean, could have been a total train smash or disaster. I'm going to leave it to dry for a second and then come back and just try and remove it a little bit, but I'm going to have quite a few little birds and animals on this page, so it's fine. Let me show you which brand I used. So I found this one at our local little shop, and then this one I found at another shop from, I think this is, you can see these at Very Mark, and obviously you'll find different ones all over different countries, but you always need some of these. So what I wanted to share was this. Can remove all your pigments from your palettes if it's staining watercolors. And just to show you, there's nothing on there, just clean water. And it is honestly magic. And you just clean it in some clean water again, and you can just use it again. Brilliant. So this is another one that I've used so many times already. You can use them over and over and over again. So this was the palette that was very dirty, and I used the magic eraser, and now it's nice and clean. If you don't like a dirty palette, you can always just use some of these magic erasers. They are honestly magic.